Welcome to the Excelsior Health Podcast. This is the podcast for busy professionals and busy parents that are looking to transform their health and create a healthier way of life. What we do, guys, on this podcast, we take the complicated aspects of health and fitness and we break it down into simple actions so that way you can get your results. Today, I got my co-host with me,
Coach Susie.
We in the building, and because we're together, yeah, you know what? She's lucky she got me. But because we're together today, we want to talk about relationships and not how to strengthen your relationship by doing all these other things. More from the area of health and fitness. How does health and fitness maybe negatively or positively influence the relationship you have with your partner? You know, whether it's your spouse, your wife, your boyfriend, girlfriend, all those things. So I thought it was an interesting topic because us as coaches that work with busy professionals and busy parents will often get power couples is what we call them. We get people that are on their journey together and it's cool to see the dynamic, right? But then also we'll have people that they're training and they're here on their journey, but their spouse doesn't train. But they're like one of the biggest cheerleaders that are always there helping them and supporting them and filming them. And then there's the other situation where, hey, someone's on their journey, but like the fact that they're working out with a coach or in an environment, it's almost like tension with their spouse where it's like, are you serious? You're working out again? Like we don't have something else to do? Or it's like a negative impact to the relationship. So we kind of want to explore those scenarios and just give our opinions, our feedbacks.
Yeah.
Right. So for you, I guess if we go back, has your partner, the person you've been in a relationship with, has that been something that's been important for you that hey, they work out, they're in shape, or is that something that has changed over time?
I think definitely change over time. Because if it wasn't important to myself, then I wouldn't look in someone for them to have it as a trait. So if I'm not physically active or training or working out is not important, then I'm not going to, expect my spouse to have the same values if I'm not doing it.
Okay.
But definitely change over time. I think our relationship has been the most impactful where, the training and the health and fitness has been the most important to me. Mm-hmm. And it's not because of me, it's because of you, with your influence. Yeah, I guess
to give reference back. So when I met Susie, I was in my second last year of university playing football at University of Windsor. She's from Windsor. Again, very attractive girl, in shape, took care of herself. How would you describe me?
You were this football player that was attractive. Yeah.
So again, back then, she's saying, she didn't work out crazy. She wasn't in the gym nonstop track, but you dabbled, you did stuff.
Yeah, cardio.
Right.
Yeah.
For me, I was because of football, I was consistently training. So I remember it wasn't a date, but it was hey, I'll bring you to the gym with me to work out at the campus.
Yeah.
And I brought her to the campus, and she was probably looking around, seeing if there's any other girls there, and make sure. And she was trying to kiss me while we're working out. I'm like, yo, what are you doing?
I wasn't really trying to work out. I was just there for the ride.
And then, but I also made her. I always tell this story because I just love it. It's just I made her do push-ups in the workout, and she couldn't do a push-up.
Yeah.
And then it's to see over time the fact that how much push-ups she can do. Where now, if there's a push-up test, I'll beat her, but I got to work because if I don't, she's gonna beat me or do the exact same as me.
Yeah.
Right. So again, that was our journey as a couple. I didn't date her initially because I'm you work out, I need to be with you.
Yeah.
But in terms of you being healthy and your physical presence, it mattered to me. That I think that sometimes is important in relationships.
Yeah.
But maybe you would agree as we've grown throughout a relationship, because it's been 15 years plus, health and fitness has really strengthened our bond. It's made us love each other more, understand each other more, appreciate each other a lot more, respect each other, right? So that's been a big thing that has just made our relationship better.
Yeah.
Nothing else to say on that?
No, I don't know it.
So the couple examples of what we want to explore is like, okay, hey, so what could be a negative situation? So a lot of times what I've seen is somebody in the relationship, maybe they have a reason to change their health. It's a scare. It's, they just got inspired by a friend. And then now they're losing fat. They're building muscle. Their mindset is changing. They're training. But maybe the person that they're in a relationship with, they haven't changed. They didn't feel the need to change. And then it's almost like you have these two different paths going. And sometimes it could create tension within the relationship. So you might have somebody who now they look physically different. And they might love their partner the exact same, that they're just like, man, I love you, it doesn't matter. But now the partner who maybe hasn't changed, they're a little bit insecure. Their significant other is now getting all this attention, people commenting on their posts, their workouts. She has like guy friends maybe at a gym.
Maybe like a new social life circle where because when you go to a gym and you find friends and you connect with people, like you go out more, right? They're going to invite you to go places and, that might be intimidating for the other spouse where they're like, who are these people? Or why are you going to the gym? Now they feel insecure. Like, are you going there to meet someone or,
You're all like, you're talking in the scope of like TFW. Like not everybody who's going through this is going to be like somebody might be going through this transformation. They just work out a normal gym.
Yeah.
Right.
But I feel like it's normal to, no matter where you go, you always kind of build a relationship because if you go there so often,
you see people
and as a routine, like you meet people. Yeah. It's kind of natural.
Okay. So like, for example, this is what we're saying is these are scenarios that happen in relationships sometimes is like one person goes through the transformation, they start prioritizing their health, the other person does it, and then like, man, like there becomes tension in the relationship where that one person now, they might feel a little bit insecure on how this person looks because the reality is you're different. Maybe even now you dress a little bit different. They're not used to it, the attention you get. But I notice sometimes the biggest difference, it's the difference in mindset. So when you really transform your body and you start living a certain way, you kind of carry yourself with a little bit more confidence too.
Yeah.
And even the way you view life and the world and sometimes the things that you used to do, whether it's like, yo, let's just go get all this food and like just crash for the whole weekend. Maybe you don't want to do that anymore. Right? Maybe what's fun to you is like, going to do a workout or going to do a hike or doing different things. And that could really change in a relationship. So I guess what I would say for you, Susie, is like, what's some advice in this particular situation of one person changed, the other person didn't? What's some advice to give either or?
I think the number one thing is always support each other because even though one partner may not be focusing on their health journey, but you could still have a good relationship if you're supporting your spouse that is focused on their health, right? Because we have some people here even who their partner's not here, but like they're here training, but like Nat, for instance, just said, oh, Paul like supports me. He knows that I'm here. He knows this is important and he lets me come, right? And he supports that and he comes to all the events. And he's, an amazing guy. But like, as long as you support your spouse and you're not the negative or the jealous type who takes away their happiness and takes away what matters to them and what's important to them, I think that's something that's important is supporting.
Okay, so let me ask you a question though. Let's say I just stopped working out. I just don't care anymore. I'm like, I'm a coach. Like I got 4 kids. I got a beautiful wife. Like what I need to work out for. Now, let's say over the next 5 years, I gained 40 pounds. But I'm your cheerleader.
Yeah.
Yes. Go, Susie. Yes. I love it. You're the best. Amazing. But I'm 40 pounds heavier. I don't work out. I just drink beers. I chill. But I still support you. I still love seeing you I love seeing that booty look good. I love seeing your body look good, but I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Does that change anything?
I think that definitely changes because if you're not physically taking care of yourself.
But I'm supporting you though.
Yeah, I'm just saying tips for other people.
But I'm
But
talking
like
about
if someone did gain weight because they're just letting their health go and they're not doing anything about it, like it changes because the physical changes. Like you're not physically attracted to them anymore. Or
Is it just the physical too? Because like it's also just like it's the habits, right?
yeah,
The reason I think we are attracted to each other and we have this relationship is you like seeing that I'm disciplined.
mm-hmm.
You like seeing that, man, like my man can do hard things.
Yeah.
He's willing to push himself. He's willing to stick to something, like, and now I stop doing that and then I start doing easy things and things that don't make me feel good, and I'm over drinking and I'm sitting, like now you look at me a little bit different.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, for sure. And then also the common interest. Like if I'm like, let's go for a walk and you're lazy and you don't want to go for a walk, then you're just like, okay, well, like you want someone to be there with you to experience those things when you want to walk and talk or adventure with nature, go on a hike.
Yeah. So let's unpack this, because I think there's so many aspects of it. I think it's really an important conversation that happens a lot. Susie was saying is, hey, number one is like, if let's say if you're the person who has transformed,
Mm-hmm.
like this is what I would say is you have to also try to be somewhat understanding to your spouse and what they're going through, of like, it's hard for them. Maybe they don't have a proclivity to like eat healthier. They don't come from that family. They don't like working out. Do your best. And it's your job, to be honest, if that's your spouse, is like include them into it. Don't be in your own world doing your thing. Include them into it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you work out with a trainer, invite them to a session with your trainer, right? If there's an event at your gym or your program or the people you know, invite them to it so they can meet people.
Yeah.
Include them on the walks, right? Maybe they don't want to work out with you, right? Because it's just too much. Okay, hey, we got to go for a walk together. We got to go for a hike. It's really important for you to walk with me. Like you got to express to your partner how important it is. Or if you just don't say anything, they might not realize.
Yeah.
You know, and then it's like, if you're the person who's really on the food, can you cook the healthier food for them and remind them that, hey, I need you to eat this healthier stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think you got to try it and not just blame them as like, oh, they don't support me.
Yeah.
Right? But then now talking to the other person, maybe you've been this person in the past, or whoever's listening to this is like, yeah, like there's the reality that you could lose your spouse, whether even if you're married or you've been together for a long time, if you're not willing to adapt and evolve and change as a person, that's relationships, because relationships grow. The way I am when you met me is I'm not the same guy.
Yeah. Like when you're physically changing, you change as a person. Your perspective, your views, your interests, the things, like you said, like it opens your lens a little bit more. So if you're changing and your partner's staying the same, then there's going to be an imbalance.
There's a disconnect to a certain extent, right?
Yeah.
So that's definitely a reality of the situation. I don't know. Is there anything else on the negative side that we should talk about? Or should we just switch to the positive?
Well, let's switch to the positive.
Okay, so now, you know, those are a couple scenarios there of like, hey, that happens a lot of the time. And we've seen it at the dojo where like one person's in this element, the other person doesn't support it, and it's a lot of tension.
Yeah.
And I'm proud because there's a lot of times where that's how it is in the beginning. And then a client comes to me and says, oh, hey, my husband wants to sign up.
Yeah.
And then they become a part of the journey. Or even there's so many times it's like, now I'm working out with, like maybe they stopped being a member here and now they are working out with their husband at home, or now they're going on the walks together. So initially it might be that tension, but if you really care and you really put in the work, I think most people can figure it out and get healthier and fitter together. Yeah. Because for us, I've definitely gotten healthier and fitter because we're on the same mission together. And I know for you for sure, because you didn't do a lot of these things before. Yeah. Right? So I guess now what's the positives that we experience being in a relationship, being on the same team, working out together?
I think the positive is it's like an elevation of your relationship, I guess I would describe it. It's like, yes, we're attractive, we're intimate, like we do things together, but it's like a different layer. Now we're like each other's teammates and supporter and cheerleaders, and you get excited, when you're training with your partner, you see them going for a PR, like a warrior challenge, because like you want to see them succeed.
Yeah.
So it's like a cool journey that you get to experience together.
And I think that's the same. The key word is like together.
Yeah.
We're going through life together, whether you're married or in your relationship. Sometimes the things that like you're going through together is my mortgage, my investments, what are the kids doing, what's going on with work life, and like also sometimes work could be two completely different things.
Yeah.
And what fitness could be is this common ground where your relationship comes together. And it's like we spend time working out together.
Mm-hmm.
We spend time talking about each other's goals
Yeah.
and aspirations. So I know for me, it allows us to spend more time together.
Yeah.
Versus just being in a house with our kids is like we have alone time. We have family time together. Another thing that I would say for me is I just have become more attracted to you by seeing you work out.
Mm-hmm.
So when I, and a lot of times we don't work out together.
Yeah.
Like there's
Probably
lots of
twice a week.
yeah, like or even when we're in the same facility, like I'm not always your partner. I'm working out with someone else, but you're around.
Yeah.
And to me, I'll look and I'll see her pushing, grinding, doing the proper form. And I can look and I say, hey, like that's my girl. Like I feel proud that she's putting herself through these positive things and getting better as a person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I think if I was to compare it, it's kind of like being on the same sports team, because like I could see your failures, I could see your success, I could see your wins or your losses, but like we get to do it together. And I feel like, as long as you're there supporting, like it gives me more motivation, more energy. And like, it's just cool to see that different level of our relationship, not just like together at home, but like in an outside space or environment.
Yeah. And I would say even too, like, just like, it's super
And
cool.
we're kind of competitive too, though, when it comes to like different things.
But it's cool to see in the relationship your partner change.
Yeah.
Like, nobody sees your body more than me. And it's like seeing you change. Like, I feel like I've had like 12 different women.
Because my body's
She's body's always changing and evolving and going through transformations. And it's like, it's cool to basically see that, and I think one of the main points too is as you get into whatever it is, your late 30s, your 40s, your 50s, your 60s, your intimacy with your partner can slow down because of stress, because of whatever, but then also because like I've gained X amount of weight. I don't move a lot, so I'm always lethargic and energy's down. I don't like to dress up anymore.
Or you just been in that relationship for so long that now it becomes like kind of routine-ish, like a little bit boring now.
Yeah, it's routine. Like that's my partner for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years.
Yeah.
So to me, I really feel in my point of view is like working out and seeing you take care of your body, it increases our intimacy. And like some people will laugh about this, but like I went and started learning and podcasting, like, hey, what is the benefits of like having sex with your partner? Like, what does that do to your health? And like a lot of what I gathered is like, hey, on average, a very healthy amount for both men and women is like 3 to 4 days a week. So it's like, if you are healthier and you are fitter, just think about the trickle down effect is you're more in touch with your body. You're more comfortable in your skin that, hey, you want to be intimate with your partner. Yeah. But then also it's like, hey, if you're very overweight, very unhealthy, you're very lethargic, the last thing you're thinking about is like intimacy. You're just thinking about like, man, I want to go to sleep.
Yeah. Or I feel insecure.
Yeah. Like you don't want to be in that scenario.
Yeah.
Right. Where it's like, from what I've experienced is as we're healthier together, like that strengthens our bond even more. Right. So I think the main point of today's kind of quick episode is just like health and fitness, guys. It's not just about losing fat and building muscle. It really does change so many areas of your life. And today's discussion is like, hey, you committing to living a healthier lifestyle and transforming your health and incorporating strength training and nutrition habits, all the things that we talk about in the podcast, the amazing benefit that you're going to get from it is strengthening your relationship, which is probably one of the most important relationships you have. You know, your relationship with God, your relationship with your kids, but it's the person you go through life with. So I really feel like learning together, obviously talking together is one of the biggest ones, communicating, going through finances together, like having common goals, all those things are pieces to the equation to building a great relationship. We definitely don't have all the answers for that, but prioritizing your health and fitness definitely is going to be something that enhances your relationship. Any kind of final words for yourself?
I would just say, like how you were saying tip wise, like I said, I mentioned support and like communicating, you know, with your partner about how important it is if you do want them maybe on the same journey as you, or if you want them to start making their health and fitness a priority.
Yeah. And it's, to me, it's worth it, man. Like, I guess we could end off with this is like, these are little things that I notice as a coach because I'm looking for them. I just see it. Like when I see power couples work out together, I see the butt smacks, I see the hugs, I see like the chin go up on how proud they are when their spouse is doing something that they haven't done. When we're doing like warrior challenges, it's just like, it's just so cool to see each other evolve, you know? So that's kind of basically what today is like, hey, if you are in a relationship, if you are married, is like, man, include your partner in the journey, do it together. Doesn't have to be the exact same workout, but it's definitely something that's going to improve the quality of your health, but also the quality of your relationship too.
I guess the one thing besides like with your partner and spouse, like, hey, and eventually, like if you are a parent too, like when your kids see both healthy parents, like working towards something, it's going to adapt to them.
Should that be our next episode?
That could be, yes. Maybe we bring our kids on this episode.
So that's a good segue. It's like, hey, relationship.
Part two.
But then, hey, part two is eventually, because like I said, you're going to have sex 3 to 4 times a week.
So
you're going to have a baby.
This might happen too.
You're going to make a family. So we'll talk about podcasts on how, hey, that's the next step. Like working out becomes a family thing, right? All right, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. Share this one with your spouse, so that way you guys could talk about this one and start planning how to make a healthier relationship, but a healthier lifestyle. And again, thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Excelsior Health Podcast. We'll bring you guys more amazing episodes in the future. Beastin'!